All right. There's kind of like two ways that I feel about this because, first of all, with the Nine of Wands being the overall here, we're talking about the both of you having been put through a lot. We're talking about, wanting to protect yourself here. There's the defensive nature, not wanting to like let things in. But I think it's more so that, you two are very like persistent. And I don't think that you're like gonna give up on this, nor do I think that they want you to. But I'm interested in why is it that the Ten of Swords is coming out on their side, because that was unexpected. You 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 coming into this with the Devil, Aries. No. I kind of feel like you have a tendency to get yourself involved in situations with people that you know aren't healthy. So, that's kind of on you. But in terms of this person, though, I think that you may be looking at them as this isn't, a good situation, right? This isn't, a very healthy thing. That, or you're just very tempted by this person, right? But it's not a good thing with the Devil. Death on their side, man. If you have history together here and you've been put through a lot in terms of this relationship, I think that they're looking at it like, no way. No. But what's interesting is that there is this chemistry between the two of you where you're looking at possibly taking another direction with this person and you don't hesitate, man. You're like, I'm all in. They are showing the Star, which is bringing hope and healing to the situation that you're considering, a course of action here. But the problem is with the Hermit, I think that it's hard to draw this person out. Now, if we're talking about somebody that you haven't really had a connection with the Nine of Wands, again, I think that the both of you have been through a lot in terms of relationships, for sure. Right? And there is this defensive nature and this need to keep the wall up. And I think for you, you're not deterred by this person. I think that their wall doesn't really mean much to you. It's almost like you're looking at it like, I can bring that down. That's not a problem. I just need to, figure out what course of action I'm going to take with this. Because this may be something, like I said, that you're looking at like they're just a temptation to you. But I also think that that may be a bad habit on your part, Aries. But death could be showing that for them, they went through a major fucking life change. Major. They are not the same person that they were before. Something came to a big end for them. And I think that, they're coming from a place of, they want you, okay? That's what I feel like. They want you. They want to have hope in this situation. But I kind of feel like they go into this place where it's hard for you to draw them out, and they immediately feel like it's not something that they should do either because of the Ten of Swords kind of coming out here. But we'll see about this. But with the Fool, I think that for you, it's like, isn't it about time? Isn't it about time for you to take a new path, to have a little bit of faith? I think that that's how you're kind of like talking to the other person here, because they are withdrawn. They are really withdrawn. But it has to do with the past, whether that involves you or not. But they are not the same person. But for you, it's like, okay, right? Here are the paths that we could take here. I want to act on this. If you feel like this is something that you want, right? Like they want you, there is hope in this. And you're like, yes, but no. And I think that you're coming from a place with the King of Pentacles, whether you're male or female, where you're kind of showing them that they can depend on you. That, you can provide something that they haven't seen yet. And with the Chariot, we're talking about momentum, right? Like not being deterred here. Despite the fact that there is a wall built up around the relationship in such a way that it's hard for the other person to come out. Like I feel like for you, it takes a lot of effort to get this person to just fucking come out, right? Stop doing that. Just come out. But then they move into the Ten of Swords. But the thing is if they're ending it, I don't think that that's something that they want to do, but I don't think they want to face the pain of a potential ending, especially if that's where they're coming from. Oh my goodness. Okay, so first of all, I really think that, you're coming from a place here of like trying to show this person that you can give them something that they haven't seen before, that you are dependable. Like I feel that very strongly coming off of Aries, whether you're male or female, with that King of Pentacles. There is, you don't see where they're coming from, and they're looking at it like you're never going to see, right? They are completely blocked in the way that they're thinking, right? But what's interesting to me here is that they very much do want to see where things could go, right? And the momentum is like there, it's there, but they, I think, are the ones that are being pulled in two different directions. I think that you're coming from a place of self-control where it's like, if you know this is a bad thing, you could easily turn and shift direction. And I think that that's kind of what's like happening coming out here, especially if it does come to an ending. But if it's painful, it's on them, not you. But there is definitely like this disagreement in terms of the way that they're thinking. And they're just fucking stuck, man. They are stuck. Looking at the Four of Swords with the Empress, I think that you give this person a break, but I think that for them, they're trying to get to a place here where they feel good about what they have, in their lives, and feel good about their ability to make something happen here with this relationship, because I think they start to realize that it's on them now, because they're the ones who retreat. For you, it's not that hard. It's either we're going to do this or we're not. It's that simple. You're either going to do this with me or we're not. But I think that it's not that you stop talking to them. I think that they understand why there's no communication going on, because I really think that they need to work on themselves. But with the Queen of Wands, I think that they try to go back on this whole idea of thinking that this is going to go in a bad direction. And I think they want to give to it. And that may be, kind of the devil connection too. But with the Four of Cups, I don't know. For some of you, you just may not be happy with that. That or you're losing interest. It's one or the other here. But what I feel like saying is that for Aries, there is, I don't want to say like a time limit on the offer, but I think that, there's only so much that you can give this person. And then there has to be like a breaking point where it's like, fine, if you're not going to accept it, then, Like, I feel like for you, it's okay. But I think that you're dealing with a person here where maybe this isn't the best thing for you. Because whatever it is that's going on with death coming through, it doesn't matter how much they want you. They don't want to do it if they can't see it going the long haul. But I don't know that they see that they could have that from you, to be fair. But I think that that's what you're trying to show. But I do think that, with the Queen of Wands here, it's like very much this person wants to, find confidence in themselves. But I think that that's hard for them to do. And you don't see, it's like you're crazy. I don't understand why you're thinking that way. It doesn't make any sense to you. You just can't see their point of view, and the thing is, because I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, this isn't over. It's not over. This person may think it is, but man, they don't want it to be that way. But I think that they expect it. But I think that they may push it to the point where it's just going to come to an end. But again, if it's painful, it's not your fault. So, oh my goodness, Aries. First of all, romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay, so if there are romantic feelings, you're going to have to explore those feelings, despite the fact that there may be a little bit of bitterness between you and someone in particular, which is why it may be hard for either you or them to approach the other with the Two of Pentacles here. But the thing is you move into this place where you're going to conquer something here. That or they're going to feel like this. Because we're talking about, somebody who is in control of a relationship here with the Knight of Swords. If I could talk right. But this one is creepy. I usually feel like this is just another notch in the belt for somebody. But it can show, though, that we're just kind of like giving in and letting somebody take control. And even if they feel like they're winning here, then so be it, right? Because the thing is with the Three of Wands, man, yeah, there are some things that the both of you are feeling here. I think that this very specifically has to do with you, exploring some feelings that you have with a person who, then they may not even be bitter about anything with you in the past. But relationships have soured and it's hard to approach them, that or it's hard for them to approach you. But where you move into is like, oh boy, and then it fizzles out. And that's the problem here, because with the Four of Cups, you're talking about, again, boredom, things falling into this routine. And then with the Hermit, this is going to be one of those things where you're going to have to really look at whether or not, this is going to be the relationship that gives you what you want, or if this is just what it is, right? But clearly you have some feelings for each other, right? Because that's oh my God, I feel this way too. Oh yeah. And then you're hooking up in like a really controlling way. But I don't like where it comes out, though, but it's still worth exploring, though, which makes me wonder about this. And then the Two of Swords. Okay, so anything further than that, I think that is a problem for either you or the other person. They may actually be in a place where they're okay to have the same routine, or it's you. But with the Two of Swords, we're talking about an offer that's being extended, that's not being accepted. And that may be where you're moving into the Hermit here, and you need to really think about, is this something that you want to do? Do you really want to just have this kind of like same thing happen here where you're just like, living out this fantasy here, so to speak? But clearly here with the Seven of Cups, the two of you have been looking at, the relationship in terms of what it could be. But it's not being actualized here, but that's because somebody here is not accepting an offer. But the thing is I'm not seeing the situation ending. It's just like we're just going to continue to do the same thing that we're doing here. And that's fine, right? But anything beyond that is not being accepted at this point. But it's interesting to me how you're being told here to explore this. Now, this may not be the both of you, but I get that the both of you kind of have this idea of where the relationship is going to go. But I think that the both of you are like looking at it from a place of this could be really good. But when the offer's extended, it's shot down. And you just kind of continue this routine with this person for a while. But you're going to get to a point, like I said, where you're going to have to decide if this is, what you really want here. And if you do really want this person, if you do really want to see where this relationship could go, it may be one of those things where you're continuously shot down until they finally say, all right, fine, I'm just going to give you what you want. Now, again, right, they're general messages. One of the things that I say is if you're happy in your relationship, you don't need a message. Go be happy, right? This is going to be for those of you who know what I'm talking about here. In the past, there is either cheating or jealousy going on with the Tower. Somebody has done something that they weren't supposed to do. Another person is very upset about this, or they may have been giving attention to another person, creating this jealousy. But with the Chariot, we're talking about, okay, so that happened. Now, where is this relationship going? Are you trying to give it a sense of direction? Is the other person trying to? The thing is that the attraction between the two of you is so strong that this is one of those things where I think it's easy for you to look past, because the Page of Wands is very specifically about getting caught up in the passion, so much so that you look past appearances. So this person is, if this is what has happened to you, they want you to look past what was happening. It's over. It's done with, right? Get caught up in me. And then there's this new beginning with the Ace of Cups. The problem is the Lovers and the Magician coming out. Because with the Lovers, you're talking about somebody who has trouble making a choice between what they know they want and what is tempting them. And then you have the Magician where somebody is trying to make something happen. Now that could, though, be that, there is still like another influence that may have been a part of the past that is still trying to cause problems. But the thing is that what you feel for each other is so strong that it's like this could continue. And I don't think that it would even end the relationship. It's just something that, unfortunately becomes a normal almost between you and this person. And the thing is I feel good about all of it, okay? Because I don't think that this person would be putting forth the effort if they didn't care. And that's what I feel like is coming off here with the King of Wands. The King of Wands, right? This could be the other person here, okay? So let me look at it from that perspective first. Again, whether you're dealing with male, female, another fire sign, you got fucking Cancer, you got Scorpio, you got Gemini, it doesn't matter to me. This almost looks like this person is like compassionate toward the way that you felt about what may have happened, especially if jealousy was created. And where is this relationship going? We want to give it a sense of direction with the Chariot, but you need to look past what has happened in order for this new beginning to start. But man, they're really trying to put in the effort. That hurts you, right? We can flip the script on this. But I don't think that either one of you would be trying so hard if the relationship didn't mean anything to you. And I think that they're really trying to make something happen. That or you are here. But with the Four of Wands, we go back to that place where the chemistry is brought back up. And we move back into a place where things are fun and lighthearted with the Four of Wands. I feel good about it. I do. I feel good about it. I don't think, because here's the thing. If we were still looking at you having to deal with this kind of shit, then it would be showing up out here and there wouldn't be such an attraction. We would be looking at like unrequited love or some shit, or pay attention to red flags. You see what I'm saying? So the Four of Wands to me looks like this is a good thing for the both of you. The problem is yeah, you could have another person here who is jealous and is causing problems. But the thing is the only thing that is happening is that the two of you are working on your relationship. But we got to look past that crap, but that could be hard to do, especially if, it's still an issue. But we're still looking at a new beginning with your relationship. And the chemistry between the two of you is so strong that it's like nothing's going to break you up right now, right? The passion has not been dulled for you in this yet.